drift you. What's up team, welcome back to another vlog, another episode, another video, another TV show, another moving picture on your screen. We are here at the factory. Today's a pretty chill day, pretty casual. We don't have anything crazy special planned for any car, but I'm doing a bunch of little jobs on a couple of the cars whilst Dad is here with his new S13 shell because he's borrowing my hoist because I'm a good friend. He's reshelling his race car into a street car because he's had enough of drifting. Each to their own, I guess. So first things first, we're working on the 280ZX. It's about time I get this thing frickin' finished, I reckon. So I'm doing a little bit of body work at the back so we can wrap the back half. So I've sealed up the holes from where we had the flares bolted up because I'm raising the car a little bit so that we have a little bit more ground clearance because it's super slammed, and then I'm gonna actually lower the flares down so that the fitment still looks super nice. That's what flares are all about, I guess. You can kind of put them where you want, which is rad. So it still looks super good, but it also has some ground clearance so I don't literally scrape on the road when I'm driving. I've also got some new coilovers here for the front of the 280ZX because I'm not stoked with the way that the front coilovers are feeling this at the moment. So I got some S13 front coilovers. They've got a lot more adjustability in them and they're a bit shorter, whereas these ones are longer, and I've got them absolutely slammed out just to have them running at this ride height at the moment. I've also got some 25mm spacers on the way. I know I said I didn't want to run spacers, but unfortunately I'm going to have to at the front on this because the rear looks super gangster, the front isn't quite where I want it. So these new coilovers have adjustable top hats on them so that I can dial in some camber. At the moment it's got about not even a degree of camber in there. Looks a bit funny at the front. So the 25mm spacers will just push the wheels out a little bit more, and then we're going to camber it in just to match the rear, and then the car should come up looking absolutely schmick. So that's pretty much where we're at. And then I'm going to make a front lip out of garden edging for the T18. I've gone ahead and I have put some 40mm spacers on the front that I had left over from the 280ZX just to give it a much wider stance. Dialed in a bunch of camber. I reckon it looks freaking sick. So with a front lip, it should look mad. Might try and make a ducktail spoiler out of it as well. And then of course we've got some Lakeside Coast stickers to chuck on it. I've got a big list of things that we need to do to the T18. But Dave's going to come along and spend a day on the T18 with me because he will be driving this at Reek 3. And then of course I need to get the E36 ready, but that will be in another video. So just lots of little jobs to get done. This is kind of, we're at a bit of a midpoint with some of the cars where we're just waiting to get to work on the rotary E36 ute build. So today's just a chill day. Let's enjoy it. First things first, I'm going to pump out a little body work on this 280 so that we can wrap it. So let's get it done. So while we're waiting for our bug to dry, we're going to go ahead and chuck the new coilovers in the front of the 280. So hopefully it is actually drivable, and then we'll continue on. Yeah, how good does this thing look though? Just such a good looking car. Alrighty, so the new coilovers are in, looking nice and tidy. Just need to literally slide them up into the top holes here. Now I've set the camber to max camber in on the top hats. I actually need to basically hole saw this out so that we can adjust the camber from the engine bay, as opposed to having to kind of lower the coilover down every time to adjust the camber via the top hat up here. The 280ZX never had this hole like the S13 would, so we will hole saw that out at some point. I just need to go buy a hole saw piece for that. Yeah, keen to see how it all looks once it's on the ground with a little camber. Obviously we don't have the 25mm spacers here just yet. They should turn up tomorrow. I'll tuck them on, and that pretty much should have the car set up and sitting exactly how I want it with the wheels and whatnot, which will be pretty pretty damn exciting because these wheels look freaking amazing. Every time I move the car out onto the street, I literally just find myself standing staring at it for like 5 minutes before I realize how distracted I am, because the car just looks so freaking good. We need to get to a point where we can actually drive the thing and enjoy it, so we're getting there. Alrighty, let's lower this down. Wow, definitely sitting at a good height now. Good height straight off the bat, which I'm very happy about. Obviously the wheels are sitting still quite in the guards because we need those 25mm spacers on, but we have the camber that I was looking for now, which is nice. Just a couple more degrees camber. Looks like this is now running probably maybe 3 degrees instead of 1, which is exactly where we want it. And now the 25mm spacers will bring the wheels out to about here, which should have the tyre line sitting right on the edge of the arch, which is exactly where we want it. So stoked on that. Feels so good. I took it for a quick wee drive and it just feels perfect up the front now. Before it was like really bouncy and springy. So these new coilovers have completely changed the feel of the car, which is rad. I also did the sanding down the back here with the bog that we had laid down. Looks really good, and I laid down some underbody seal just around the fuel cap, because obviously that's where fuel is going to be going in, so you want to use something super heavy duty around there. And then obviously I'll sand this back and we'll lay the wrap down there, and it should really come up super nice and clean, which is awesome. This car is definitely taking shape, even though it looks like poop right now because it's covered in bog dust, but you get the point. Currently I have the E36 warming up out on the road because I'm going to take the laptop out quickly and change the limiter on it, so it's ignition cut limiter instead of the limiter that it has at the moment. That should make it pop flames and all that type of stuff, which is rad. But right now, me and Dan are going to go ahead and make a front lip out of garden edging. So this is like 30 bucks at Bunnings hardware store, and the plan is, I've got some tech screws, I've got this plastic, is to cut a front lip to length, bolt it up, kind of like the JDM looking ones, so it won't be like a square front lip, it'll have like the nice front curve, and then what we're going to do is use the heat gun to heat up the plastic and bend the front of it out so it kind of sits out on an angle. Mad JDM spec, no idea whether it'll work, but that's the concept anyway, so we're going to give it a go. Dan's been working hard on his S13 all day. This thing is completely now undersealed, fully under the body, so it all looks brand new. Theory is these things are getting super expensive now, so he is basically making this to be a brand new S13 because, you know, in another 5-10 years they're going to be worth 240Z type money, I reckon. So it's well worth the investment to have one of these absolutely perfect. Plus S13s just look really nice when they're super clean. Hey Dan. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and make this front lip, see if it works out. First up, we need to measure it, cut it to length. Alright, should we try it? Try it again. That's aggressive, eh? Jesus. 455. Booyah! We'll cut it off. Next up, tech screws straight in. Isn't that what you do? That's what you do. I'm doing that. That's all I'm doing. One lady owner. Never been rusty. No holes. Alrighty, so our front lip is bolted up, partially looking pretty alright. Now we're going to use a heat gun because the front lips on all like the K70s and stuff, they angle outwards. So we're going to use the heat gun to heat up the plastic and angle it out. I've already done it on this side. I've never actually tried this before, but it was working really ridiculously well. and we're going to angle the front lip out, and then we're going to cut these edges off with the grinder. Nice, and we'll mark it out first, cut them off, just like the front lips you buy online, and then we'll just file it down real nicely, and it'll look just like one of our JDM front lips that you usually pay a lot of money for, but I wasn't going to do that, so $35 it is. You use the heat gun on this side and I'll show you guys how you get the effect. Alrighty, so that is how we achieve that nice slanted look with the lip. And now we'll go ahead, mark our edges out and chop them so that it looks nice and just like I bought one. Alrighty, so front lip's on, I chucked the Lakeside Coast sticker on the side, and I think that this thing is really starting to come together. Let's move my water bottle for a second. It's just looking awesome, super tough at the front with the spacers. Mad camber, and of course the new front lip that we made. That front lip come up much better than I expected it to. Freaking awesome, so that's how you make yourself a front lip for $35. And actually there's still lots left over, so you can make yourself multiple front lips for $35. This thing is looking sick. Remember, we are going to be taking this to Ritsuri, so still a list of things to do to make it absolutely perfect so that we have a great couple days on track without worrying about anything. But Dan's car's ready to go back on the trailer. We chucked the rear subframe in there quickly as well. Hit us up in the comments if you guys want to see a bit more footage of this thing as it goes together. I always try and get Dan on the vlogs, but he's a bit lazy. So tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to wrap back half of this car. The bodywork always takes longer than you expect it to, but it's the petrol cap around here that we had to get perfect, and it's really come up awesome. So I'll see you guys in the morning for another magical day of working on cars and having a good time. Peace. Alrighty, we're back. It's another day, and I went out and bought a new camera. I'm now running the GoPro 8, so I'd love to hear what you guys think about the new setup. Really stoked on how this turned out. It was a bit crap before, so just taking care of all the little problems, but we'll go ahead, we're going to give it a quick sand and we're going to wrap it. It's bloody cold, so I hope the wrap works. Fingers crossed. Alrighty, so now I'm about to lay down the vinyl, but this time we're going to lay it in a different way than we've laid the rest of the vinyl on this car. I'm going to wet lay this vinyl because the eBay vinyl is quite thick. It is quite hard to work with compared to the more expensive vinyls. I think wet laying this vinyl is going to make it a lot easier to work with because eBay stuff's super tacky as well. So when you lay it down and you pull it back off, it tends to pull the clear coat off with it, which is really annoying because that piece of vinyl is then ruined. So laying some water down before you lay the vinyl means that when you pull it back up, very easy to pull up, and you squeegee the water out. When you squeegee the water out, it sticks as if it would when there was no water at all. Let's see if my theory works or not. Alrighty, so here's how it came out. Not too bad. I wouldn't say that the wet laying is easier. I mean, it is in some ways because the vinyl is, you can move it, right? But then you've got the water there and the vinyl doesn't really want to stick too well, and it's a bit, it takes a lot longer really to get it to go down properly. So yeah, I'll say I'm half on that one, but in the end it kind of all come out pretty well. So yeah, definitely happy with it. Obviously this is where I'm laying the seam, and then we'll do another piece here that will fill it in. You do it on the corners and then you don't actually see the seams, which is nice. So once we lay that in, this side will officially be done, along with the roof, which is sick. So now I'm gonna go ahead and chuck the flare and stuff back on, put the wheel on, lay it down. But this blue color, I think you can agree with me guys, just super pops, especially on camera. Very happy with the look so far. Public holiday today, so the 25mm spaces didn't come in, so we're gonna have to wait to chuck those on. But next video we'll get it on. Really happy with how this whole petrol cap area come out, because now it literally just looks all brand new, which is awesome. Heaps better than what it was, so weirdly stoked about that. And I think I fluked that a little bit because I'm so not good at bodywork, but that looks really nice. So that's mad, you got to take the wins when you can. But we'll chuck it back together and see how it looks. Damn, you're looking thick. Things starting to look so damn good. Obviously this project is taking a little while to get finished, but that's how it goes when you're building 4 cars at once, which I'm so fine with. I kind of have ADD, so I love switching between cars just to keep my mind kind of buzzing. But this thing is freaking looking amazing, and man, the thing looks good. Okay, so unfortunately I did want to take the T18 for a drive, but it looks like next door, what I thought was a towing place, is actually some kind of religious place, and they are praying there. So I feel like it would be slightly disrespectful of me to go out there and start doing some mad skids and all that, so I'm sorry guys. But T18's looking rad. It's nice to have it out of the shop and outside. Thing has definitely come a long way. I was so keen to shred it this evening, but looking freaking good. Alright, we're just gonna have to wait a couple of weeks before we actually take this thing for a drift. And that is where we will wrap this video up, guys. I know it was a bit of an all over the place kind of vlog, but you know, sometimes things are like that. Still a lot of fun getting stuff done. Next weekend we are focusing solely on the E36, going over the whole thing, getting it ready for the Reach 3 at Pizzlewood Circuit, 27th, 28th of June. And then the weekend after that, Dave's going to come help me get the T18 absolutely perfect for that event, so we can shred both these cars without an issue. Need to order a new clutch for the E36 so we can put the ZF box in with the clutch, have it all Mickey Mouse and rad. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Instagram @itsmikeblake. Hit me with a message. I always love saying hi to you guys. But until the next video, guys, cheers. Peace. You.